Welcome back, 7th graders. We are back to The Pearl by John Steinbeck. Today we are going to be looking at Chapter 4. I know you're super pumped. So Chapter 4 also has two sections. Alright, the first portion is going to be involving characterization. You know characterization. This is old news. As you've been reading, you've been marking the characterization of Kino and listing his traits, right? So now you're going to be looking at wanna. So when I read the prompt, how do these words characterize wanna? I'm going to be thinking, okay, so what does Steinbeck do to create or develop a character's personality? What kind of a person do we see wanna as being? So what I'd like you to do first off is go ahead and read this section of Chapter 4, and you're going to mark it up just like you have been when you look at Kino, okay? So you're going to be marking things that tell us about wanna, and you're going to be choosing words that you think describe her. I recommended at the beginning of this whole book that you have a list of character traits handy and you use it to help you out. Totally fine to use that here. So go ahead and pause, read, and mark this up, and unpause when you're ready to move on. Welcome back. So I'm going to let you skip down to the bottom now that you've marked up your paragraph, okay? This says, wanna is very blank and blank. Oh, we're going to have to scooch this up so we can see everything, won't we? There we go. Okay, so you're going to need two different words that describe wanna. Okay, and again, in this case, you're going to need words that are pretty similar, aren't you? Okay, so you're going to need your traits to go here. Hopefully you really marked this up well and have lots of different traits to help you out. Then it says Steinbeck uses the words and a big old blank. See this asterisk right here and this note right here? You need two pieces of text evidence. So make sure you use your quotation marks and your citations and everything, okay? And then it says, to characterize wanna as a blank. And this is where you really have to explain, right? This is where, oh, and there we've got another typo. Oh my goodness. You're going to do your explaining, right? How do the words you chose show these traits in wanna? Why is it important? Okay? Now, once you finish this, I'm going to turn to the next page. You're welcome to pause for as long as you need to, okay? Welcome back again. So this next page is a bunch of new terms. Some of them are old ones. So you already know anaphora, the repetition of the same word or group of words at the beginning of successive clauses. And remember, successive means in a row. Okay? Polysyndeton is the deliberate use of many conjunctions for special emphasis to highlight the quantity or mass of detail or to create a flowing continuous sentence pattern. It slows the pace, and that's important. Let's underline slows, okay? And then let's look at this. So poly, the root poly, means many. And look at that. It means you used many conjunctions, okay? So it's an easy definition to remember if you think about the roots, which also makes this one easy. So a means not without, right? Meaning that asyndeton would mean you didn't have any conjunctions, right? So the deliberate omission of conjunctions in a series of related clauses to speed the pace. And I like to think of these each like kind of with a metaphor, right? So if you've ever seen like a cartoon where there's a big hill and there's a snowball and they roll the snowball down and it gets bigger and bigger and faster, that's kind of what asyndeton is like. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill and becoming huge and super fast, okay? Polysyndeton is like when your mom makes you clean your room and she comes in and she goes, I need you to pick up all of your socks and your dirty gym clothes and those books on the floor and pick up the papers all over your desk and put away those toys from when you were a little kid or whatever it is that's on your floor and your desk and your bed and everywhere else, right? So the reason she keeps using the word and in between, or your dad or whoever it is that likes to yell at you about keeping your room clean, is to do two things. It slows the pace and it highlights the mass, like how much there is of something, okay? Next we have antithesis. You know this one, opposites side by side. We went over this earlier in the year when we read the first day and talked about the mom having antithetical traits, right? So antithetical, antithesis, those are the different forms of similar words, okay? And last we have triad, which is a set of 3. Now, this is really all the guidance I'm going to give you here, because if you look below, you're going to have to use these definitions to help you figure out which is which. You're looking at the portions that's highlighted, okay? And you want to choose the best answer for each one. Don't rush through this, okay? Really take your time and figure out what's what, okay? On that note, good luck with Chapter 4, and I'll talk to you again for Chapter 5.